Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this episode of Baddies was really a trip. To get started, we're going to jump right into it. You already know. We're going to do our brief review, and we're going to just get to the important stuff, and we're going to touch on the topics that I think you want to talk about. Okay, so we got so much stuff jam-packed into this episode. I was actually shocked that it was going to be this much stuff. As short as they like to cut it, that's what they do. A lot of the times they get to cutting these episodes extremely short. We don't really get to get right into it and really see, everything we want to see. They do that little teaser thing where they leave the fight off at the end and you really don't know what's going on to the next episode. Now, we're going to just open it up how it ended, which was Dolly and Pretty P get going at it. Now, I have a couple things I want to say about this. First of all, Dolly, why are you fighting if your hand is broke? If you didn't run that second fade back with Tasiki, I don't understand why you out here fighting with your hand broke. Like, I just really don't understand that. I was sitting there like, why is she fighting Paula again? Like, wasn't she arguing with Summer? Wasn't Pretty P arguing with Summer? Like, why is Dolly jumping in there fighting? Like, why is she caping with a broke hand? It just, like, I was just so confused. Like, what is going on? Anyways, girl, so she did all of that to be crying about her hand hurt. So she gets to yelling at Lex. Lex, you know I didn't want to fight. Why would you let me fight? You let me fight, Lex. Lex, why you didn't fight? So I guess she thought that because she said that Lex should get in the field, that Lex should have gotten in the field. I personally don't feel like people need to be catching face with anybody. If you're going to pop it and you're on screen and we're watching you pop it, why is anybody else fighting for you? Like, I don't feel like the Anna situation is the same thing because they always talking about their sides or whatever. But if you really sit and think about it, why are you popping it and you can't fight or you don't want to fight or y'all getting ready to go to the club? Now you don't want your wig ripped off. Why are you fighting? So anyways, all that tough stuff they be doing, all that pump faking, all that like trying to look hard for the camera, like I feel like that's corny. Honestly, I be seeing right through stuff. So excuse me if I be just seeing straight to the point, but that's just how my brain works. All right. So anyway, then we get into the next scene. Well, okay, so let's get into how Lex and Dolly just was going back and forth, doing all this back and forth. Oh, you said you was gonna catch that fade. I told you my hand was broke. Now that I think about it, since she said that to her, I guess what the agreement was because Dolly's hand was messed up that Lex was gonna take fades for her, but she didn't want to fight Paula. What it looked like to me is Lex is a little scary. If I kind of think about it now, because if you already had a conversation with Dolly that you were gonna jump in, why did you not jump in? Or why did you not catch the fade? It sounded a little scary to me. But anyways, Dolly started basically sounded like somebody like great aunt or like the grandma of the house telling her like, oh, you're not about to go in that room. Like, I swear you're not coming in my room. You out that room. You ain't fight for me. You out that room. And all of this. And pretty much Lex is just like, yeah, whatever. I'm in my room. Don't touch my shit. I'm not going nowhere. You're not going to make me, basically type vibes. So basically after that, oh, this confessional on Dolly. This confessional on Dolly is really, really cute. I really like it. It really came out cute. Like whatever, like whoever created that little like look or whatever, like, her stylist or whoever, her team or whatever. Yeah, they did that. Now I've been hitting on everybody out here hopping out on a blue wave. They don't be eating. It don't be hitting. It don't be hitting on nothing. It don't be smacking. It don't be making me motherfucking water in the mouth, nothing. Like, it's just dry. So what I be seeing is a lot of people doing blue and thinking that they can do the blue and they just not pulling it off. Like, I'm sorry. I showed y'all how I felt about Jazz, Summer. Don't make me get on Slim, but it's not about them. Dolly, she ate this. Hands down. I don't got nothing bad to say about it. The hair, the look. I think she be wearing little contacts and stuff. But yeah. I'm not big on contacts, but yeah, she ate the look. So it's really not funny because I'm actually just sitting here looking at this picture of Dolly hand just looking all kind of crazy. Like, after you already had a hand injury, you go and fight and make your hand worse. Like, I'm just looking at this picture of her hand and her fingers like, girl, I know them shits hurt. Like, I know them shits hurt so bad. Like, these are your like these things are like an extension of your body. Like, these have, their own joints and, like, you know what I mean? You're not about to tell me you're not in excruciating pain right now with your hands. And if you're not, I'm why you sitting there holding your hands with all this medical equipment on? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Injured cast, and you sitting here hooting and hollering about what you're gonna do to somebody. I'm just really confused about how Dolly think she gonna be punching on people with broke fingers. Like, what is she talking about? Anyways, next, so legs, yeah, legs. Okay, so I just didn't like how Lex let Dolly kind of like punk her. Like I get they cool, but when somebody get to telling me, "Oh, do this or else," I'm not that cool with them. I'm sorry, you're not gonna tell me nothing like that. Like, girl, who you talking to? What are you talking about? Yeah, it was given very much like she was kind of like trying to son her. Like these bitches is my son, like Nikki be saying. So, anyways, it was given very much that I felt like Lex really didn't, do much, very lackluster, dry, like I said before, cactus, giving very much boring, lump on the log. I'm not really feeling legs like that. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Um, I'm gonna go into. I'm. I'm just not. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Anyways, so in that same scene, we got Lex talking, to Summer, kind of pleading her case about the whole Dolly situation. And you see, look at this meme mug. Look at Ivory meme mug it in the back. Yo, that meme mug is funny as fuck. Like I was just laughing so hard. Like she want Lex to say something to her so bad so she can try to pop off. Like it was hilarious the way she was doing all that. But anyway, she did all this pleading and trying to get Summer and Dolly to understand that Pretty P's no threat. But honestly, she was a threat, whether Dolly hand was messed up or not, because Dolly was acting like she was, big, she was doing a lot of pump faking. And you got dragged, Dolly. So, anyways, that little beef went on between Dolly and Lex. I think they let that go. Like the next couple of scenes, it was pretty much over. And yeah, like they get on their little tour bus, doing their little tour things. They about to get ready to go out, whatever, go. And Natalie figuring out like who's gonna go home, which one of y'all wanna go, are y'all leaving, like who's turned up, like I'm trying to see who really boring. Emma name keep coming up. I don't know why they're bringing up Pretty P name. Pretty P do not need to go anywhere. Pretty P need to stay there. I feel like Pretty P done already made her mark and done already like stamped herself. So I don't feel like Pretty P needs to go at all. I need them to stop saying her name. Honestly, if we're gonna get on it, we need to get on who's boring. Maybe just because Lex getting in the paint, nobody want to say it, but Lex, you're boring. I'm sorry, I'm not really feeling Lex at all. Like the energy is really just not giving. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I don't see it. Tell me if y'all see it. Comment. Let me know. Like, tell me because of what I'm seeing, not just on social media, when she talks, it's just so lackluster. It's just very dry, and I I don't really care to see her that much. Like I said, I don't necessarily want her to go home, but if y'all bringing up names, call people out and make them, put that personality on the screen. Like let them see what the people want to see. Like we don't want to see you looking like a lump on the log, looking sad, like with wrinkles in your forehead, scrunching up your face, looking crazy in the screen sometimes. Like Lex, that's what she be looking crazy. Like I don't know these people personally. This is not an attack on Lex, but my opinion is my opinion. All right, so basically, Ivory just kind of, called out called out Lex, excuse me, to let her know, like, hey, like, yeah, like, yeah, Dolly was calling you out. Like, what was that about? And she kind of just explained, like, yeah, I wasn't on none of that with Dolly, but at the end of the day, I'm not going out my room. So I thought that was funny, or like I like how Ivory's like really like catching on to her behaviors and really, kind of, I want to say, taking a second look at how she moved on screen. She did say she tired of doing that. She want to be reckless again, but I like the way she moving like that. Like she really like trying to have dialogue with the girl. She not trying to have like too much craziness where she just want to go constant, back to back multiple rounds with people, you know, who want to fight. Maybe Lex, do want to fight, but I don't think she want to go round for round for round for round for round. Ivory, you know, they be pump faking on these shows, so you don't ever know. Um, I thought it was real mature, how they all get on the bus and have a conversation. Jayla look real cute right here. I really like this look on Jayla. She looks really nice. So, anyways, they arrive at the club. They at the club. They at the club now. It's lit. They said Cleveland was packed out. They said Cleveland was lit. the whole vibe. It was a vibe, all that. It really did look lit. They was crowded around a bus, like in this shot right here, like you could tell, like this, it was crowded, it was packed. Whatever that club was, it was packed. So they in the club. Oh my God, Siki with this lackluster ass performance. I'm sorry. Like, how could somebody who's so talented be so boring and dry to me? I don't know. Like, I love her voice. She has a nice voice. Um, she could punch through someone's head. Um, her looks be okay. I seen a couple of looks. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, she be serving. I'm not gonna say she be serving. I'm not gonna say she be serving. I'm not gonna say she be serving, but um, I like some of her looks. She be looking cute. But why is it that when she did, like, even when the song's playing on the episode, it just was giving like no turn up. It was not a club vibe. It wasn't a hit. It wasn't a banger. It wasn't something that made me want to listen to it again. Anyways, they in the club. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. You already know they all over the place, how they be in all of these shows, but really on Baddies, and they all over the place. So they jumping around on the stage. Everybody turned up. I guess they let Jaden perform. You already know that's probably part of her contract, like where she, has to perform when she goes to club, Blueface, so he can get paid off MILF music while he's in jail. Speaking of that, I went to look at his page, and I noticed that when I clicked on the link for the show he's supposed to be doing with Zeus, which is Rap Queen West, once he get released and everything, I didn't see anything. Like, it was like, I don't know if it's like wiped off. This is what I saw. But yeah, I don't know if it's like wiped off. They're not doing it anymore. They changed their minds. I don't know. But yeah, so back on track. So Jaden, she's doing her little performance. Every day is my birthday. So she did her little performance, and whole time I'm not even a big Biggie fan. I swear I'm not a big Biggie fan, but I'm so unbiased. I just have to tell the truth every time. But Biggie was just serving face. She like, yeah, whatever. Like, what? Jaden's song, huh? So she just started like posing in the camera. I thought that was so funny. Like, I thought it was so funny, but it was also, she ate with that one. She definitely did a little 1-2-1-2, because she was looking like me dance to this, and everybody was turned up too. Like, all the baddies was turned up to Jaden's song, and I actually like Jaden's song. I like that song. I'm not gonna I like that little vibe. But Biggie said, not today. Anyways, moving on. Now we get into just a couple of things that happened at the club that I want to bring up again. Lex, when she grabbed the mic, I'm gonna tell you where Lex fucked up at, right in her own state. Lex dropped the ball when she got on the mic talking about some Akron, turn up, this is my city. And then she tried to say like, oh yeah, and Cleveland. They looking like, this Cleveland, honey, this is not Akron. At the end of the day, everybody know when it come down to cities, and when you're from that area, you really rep your city. It's not like you're saying surrounding areas. Like, if you're from that area, you might say like, oh, for instance, New York, like, yeah, New York, yeah, New York, like, turn up, New York, turn up, hey, New York. And then you might say something like, oh yeah, I'm repping Buff, I'm repping Rock, I'm repping, Rochester, whatever the case may be. But she just was saying a lot of like Akron, and they looking like, nah, this is Cleveland, boo. This is Cleveland, Ohio. This is not Akron. Shout out your state. Just say, Ohio, what's good? We in my state. We in my city. Turn up. Nobody would have questioned if it was Akron or Cleveland. Even later on, Anna brought it up. Like, why are you so upset and pressed about Cleveland when you're from Akron? She almost wanted to fight Anna for that. It's so funny. But yeah, so you were so dry and lackluster. You didn't get on the stage and put on. You just really didn't.
Big motherfucking Lex. If you don't know me, you will know me. This is my motherfucking city, Akron, Ohio. Give it the fuck up, Cleveland, period. Yeah.
Everything is exactly what it's supposed to be. A real fucking baddie party.
Big Ivory! This my city, bitch. I run this city, bitch.
Me and Ivory already had our own issues going on, so when you get up on the stage with the mic calling my city your city, I really feel like you violate me right now.
it's me. The fucking crowd loves me. I'm going crazy. I hear my fucking name shouted all fucking night. It's going to fuck up. I'm having a time.
So right after she gets off the mic, after the performance or whatever, the people up in Big Lex City, oh, they was screaming out Ivory name, Big Ivory, Big Ivory, Big Ivory. Like they really like shouting out Big Ivory in your city, and this is your arch nemesis right now. It's like, girl, you getting up there repping another city that's not the city that you're in. You know how this go. Like, come on now. If you really from a city, if you really rep where you from and you know where you from and what it's about and how people represent culture and all that, right? You know better than to be shouting out a different city where people at they're not about to scream for you because you're on a stage. Anyways, so yeah, Biggie, I just wanted to touch on this too. This look, she ate with the green hair with the jacket. Like for some reason, green and like a leather jacket. I don't know why. It just does something to me. Like it really just looks cute to me. Like some type of green, like some biker jacket or like a black leather jacket, like something like that. 8. Okay, I really liked it. It was cute. I didn't like the necklace. She should have took the necklace off. Biggie, no. Moving on. So they get ready to turn up. Damn, Ivory is really like big. Like she's big. Like she's a big girl. Like she's a beast when it comes down to it. She's bigger than Tinka. Like look at Tinka. And Tinka a big girl. Like she's not a huge girl. She's just a big girl, like based on her body size. But look at Ivory, look at Tinka. Like, oh my God. But anyways, they having all of these boring talks, and oh my God, Emma. I really didn't think I was gonna get on Emma. I tried not to get on Emma. But look at this hair. Like looking like she's 38 years old. Like, and I'm not making fun of like age or anything, because aging is a beautiful thing, but let's be fucking for real. Let's be for real. What is this? What is this? What is this wig? What is this? What is this skirt? What is this style? What is the shoes? Like, what is this get? Like, I don't know what I'm getting from it. Like, I'm getting some like 90s plastic Barbie. Like, you know, one of the Barbies you just get from the dollar store that's broke the same day. Like, it's giving like one of those. Like, I don't know what it's giving. What is it giving? Like, y'all put in the comments. I swear, I can't even put my finger on it. I'll be putting my finger on some shit. But I don't know what it's giving. Anyways, moving on. Okay. Biggie here. This look. Biggie. I'm not trying to be funny, boo. I'm not trying to be funny, boo, because she do be putting on for the big girls. She put on for the big girls. Like, you know when it be like girls that put on for the skinny girls? Biggie put on for the big girls. That's why her name Biggie. But when I seen this thong and this bra, this little 2-piece combo, I didn't like it. I'm just gonna say it. I have to vent to somebody. Y'all listening, so I gotta vent to y'all. I gotta say it. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. Not one bit. Next. So, anyways, anyways, so basically they outside doing a little spiel, standing outside the tour bus, basically talking about who's going home. Y'all know 2 girls about to get dropped, who y'all want it to be. I really think it's going to be Emma. I think she did earlier in the season, like when it first started, kind of like dropped the tea and told us all like, yeah, I'm gonna get sent home, blah, 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 do wham. But, you know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Emma if they do send anybody else home. I really don't have like a finger on who I know is like a solid person, because I honestly feel like no one's safe. That's kind of what makes this show a little interesting too. I didn't really pay attention to that dynamic. It's like, you know, they sending people home. You know, they do that on shows, on reality TVs regularly. But what I'm saying is, like, on the Baddies show, like, you really have to, like, fight for your spot. Like, it's this fight club over here. Girls Fight Club. But, yeah, so Lex called herself mad. Remember, she called herself mad about the whole Akron thing. And Ivory getting shouted out. It was honestly so embarrassing and kind of like humiliating for you to be getting up on the stage trying to claim this is your city. It wasn't even your city. And then Ivory got recognition in your city. Like, they know Ivory. Like, I think Lex is forgetting that Ivory is really a star. Like, you're just somebody on the TV screen that we're getting to know, and you're not even putting up. You're fighting, but you're not putting up personality. I'm sorry, Lex, you're not. It's giving very lackluster, like I said before. And I think she forgot that Ivory was the real star. So when they seen all of them in the club, like, they don't know you, Lex. They only know Ivory. So of course they like Ivory, DTB, DTB. I mean, whoever else they want to call, they're not gonna call Lex, Big Lex. They don't know you. They don't know you. No funny. Like, you just got on the show. Anyway, so Jazz, while they were standing outside the bus, called herself, trying to like call out Ivory. Here's the clip.
City, your city, and
every
this is
city
my
I
city.
went to, every city I went to, I said it's my city. We went to Detroit, I said it's my city.
This can't be your city. You from
We went to
Akron,
LA,
and
I
we
said
in
it's my
Cleveland.
city.
So you
Part
can't
of
be
my
that
city.
wild.
I said
Anna,
it's
you don't
my
know.
city.
You don't
Every
know.
city that we've been to, I said it's my city. Bitch, no, I wasn't being funny. Bitch, I was just drunk, and I said it was my city. Bitch, they was chanting my name. Why wasn't they yelling your name, bitch? Ain't this your city? Like,
Y'all saw that clip. Like, why are you trying to call out Ivory because you're upset? She was really salty. Yo, that girl was so mad. She was really salty about that whole everybody like cheering Ivory on in her city. Like, she was not trying to let that go. Like, that really upset her, y'all. Like, she was really upset, like hurt to the core. Like, she wasn't gonna let it show. Maybe no tears dropped, but she was hurt, y'all. She was hurt behind that. Like, that was her time to shine on TV. Like, go to her city, her pull up. Like, this is supposed to be her lit moment. Remember, she's on Baddies. They pulling up. They doing tour. You were supposed to have a crazy outfit on. First of all, I did not like the outfit, Lex. That 2-piece, like one solid color blue with the straps hanging off. I didn't like it. But yeah, she was hurt. She was hurt. Like, that stomach was hurting, and I could understand. Like, she probably like, this supposed to be my moment, and she really tried to call out Ivory. Ivory like, nah, I ain't with none of that. When they got on the bus, she kind of like brought it back up. Like, what? Like, you wanted that? Did you need that? Did you want that? Huh? You want that? And Lex really didn't want that. Listen, when I tell you Lex was sitting there, puppy dog, like, she ain't say nothing. She was just sitting there quiet. She didn't have nothing to say. She didn't really want to say nothing. Like, she was really sitting there quiet, like, just trying to like size Ivory up and see if she really wanted that too. And I think she did, because she called you out and you sat there and you didn't even say a word. Like, she didn't even want to argue back with Ivory, because she knew that on that bus, chances were gonna be slim. Anyways, so yeah, we get into going into the next scene. It's really like Natalie and them on a jet. Natalie and the rest of the crew that she divided up to call them on a jet. It was just a bunch of them talking about who they want to go home. Scotty had her strong opinion on Emma. Of course, I have my strong opinion on Emma and lots of other people. But Scotty knows the game. So Scotty's like, listen, I know they're probably going to keep Emma because I don't mess with Emma. So they want Emma here. Duh, yeah. That's probably how it's gonna go, Scotty. We want to see what happened with you and Emma too, but you need to make that move now. See how she was calling you boring? Yeah, this is what she's talking about right here. You're boring when you don't want to make a move. Every single time you want to call that girl out, let her know she's going home or else. Throw her shit. Do the stuff that baddies do. Like, learn from your best friend, Big Sis Nat. Like, she was on Bad Girls Club, right? That's what they used to do. Learn from Jayla. She was on Bad Girls Club, huh? That's what they used to do. Like, they used to really turn up when it's time to send somebody home. But yeah, Scotty is a little boring. We already know she ain't going nowhere. Let me little boo. She ain't going nowhere. So we got to get used to seeing Scotty on the screen regardless. It got to be her and Natalie fall out and her and Lenny fall out for us to not see Scotty anymore. But yeah. So now the girls cheer in Chicago. Yes, they in Chicago, Chi-Town. All right, so yeah, so then they get to the scene. Y'all know where we ended. It looked like this time Big Back was getting the grasshopper. She really got on the grasshopper, and she was really like, mink, like, giving her some minks. Lex was definitely keeping up. I seen that too, because I be looking at both sides of the fight. Like, I pay attention when I see the fights. So honestly, it was giving Ty right there. Until Ivory threw her on the floor. When Ivory threw her on the floor, I knew it was about to get real crazy, but then the security broke it up. That was pretty much the end of that. The scene, they was like ruffling Ivory feathers, laughing, joking and stuff, and Ivory looking like, yeah, it's really not funny. Like, y'all really trying to turn me up in here. And they're like, no, Ivory. It was just funny. But Anna like, yeah, it was me. I think Anna had told a couple of the girls in there so they don't bother her that she was pregnant already. See, from here, when they're on a jet doing the cheers, she is the only one holding a Coke. Everybody else taking a, baddie shot of clock. Not Anna. Anna got a Coke. So, and I don't know why she's drinking Coke while she's pregnant. Anna, come on. Please, don't drink Coke. I know the environment you in, you probably ain't getting all the nutritious stuff that you need to get if you are with child. But honey, please don't put no coke in your body. Like regularly don't put coke in your body. And please don't do it with the baby. Now, I'm not gonna go too far because I ain't gonna tell nobody what they do with their body or their baby. But that's just my suggestion. Moving right along. Now, like I said, Big Back was really getting with Grasshopper, as you can see in this shot right here. It was really crazy. Like they went back in to get some more rounds and stuff like that. So pretty much, for next time, it's gonna be Slim and Rolly. So they sit down and Rolly kind of reveals basically to Slim that, listen, you're gonna be a Baddies returning cast. I am gonna let you come on the show because I need a storyline too, and I know you want to check and you want to be employed. And in order for me to have a little fun with you, me and that, and us to really fuck with you and really get in your head, I'm gonna let you come as a returning cast, and you have to be my assistant. You're not here just for no reason. You're gonna be my assistant. You're gonna work for me. Slim looking real complacent at this point. Like I said, I hate to put it like this. I hate to say it like this, but listen. Slim looking like a crackhead. Like, she looking like one of them aunties. Like, auntie scratching the arm. Yeah, she looking like an auntie, like really desperate to come back. Honestly, I think Slim looks cute right here. Like, she did this little, cute little one-two ensemble with the little stripper-looking heels. All right, it's a cute little thing. But at the end of the day, the makeup, I don't know what it is with Slim. It's just not giving. Like, it's so not giving. Like, white chicks is all that come to mind. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm not a mean person. Am I? But I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, Slim, like, do something different, please. Like, I don't know, like, change the hair color. Like, maybe do some red, like some blonde, like, I don't know, a little more bronzer, a little blush, like do a nice lip liner, gloss it up a lot. Like she gotta change this. I'm really just feeling bad for Slim all around, like as a whole. Like when I look at her cameos and like her confessionals and her on the camera, it's really bothering me that she looks so much worse than the rest of the cast, because it's like you can tell that Natalie didn't like help her set up glam. She probably like playing catch up when she do her scenes, so she's not really getting her full self out there. I don't know, but it's just not giving. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby girl. It's just not giving to me. So yeah, so that episode ends out with them all on the Baddie tour bus. It's all of the cast, I believe, on the tour bus. Like, they literally be having like 20 plus people on these buses. Them buses must be really huge because it'd be so many people on these buses. But yeah, so Ivory stands up and she says, yeah, everybody who was standing in that door, I want that. I need that. I want to fight. I don't care. I'm calling out the fade right now. Stand up. Nobody stood up. Natalie was looking real scared. It was her who suggested the whole idea. But I don't think Ivory really want to fight Natalie. Like, I think Natalie probably going to let her know, like, it was me. But, yeah, like, we was just making a joke. Like, yeah. And I don't think that Ivory going to, like, really want that. They try to put the narrative out that she wanted it with Biggie, Tasiki, and Natalie, since they were standing in the door at the end of that episode. But I think she was just, like, calling out whoever it was. But she does not necessarily want to fight Natalie. I don't think she want to copy or follow behind E.T., fighting with Natalie is not necessarily a good thing. That's not a good thing. It might bring ratings. It might boost ratings. But honestly, I don't really think Ivory want that or need that for the better. But before I close up this video, it's a couple things I want to touch on, though. Scotty, she was just opening up, getting dressed in Diamond's room. Now, I recall last season, on Caribbean, she was just really like standoffish with Diamond and like siding with Tinka and trying to be like extra friendly with Tinka and stuff like that. And now I see she's like, oh, I like Diamond. Yeah, Diamond's my girl type thing. And I'm looking like, well, you probably liked her and she was your girl before when you was picking sides between her and Tinka. It wasn't your business. So Scotty was giving me lame vibes for doing that. I just noticed it and I just was like, that was kind of corny for her to do that. Like, I just noticed it was kind of corny. No biggie. It's not like she did nothing crazy, but I'm just looking like, yeah, you always liked her. Just like the same thing, Tasiki the hater, hating on Diamond again, low-key hating, doing her little thing where she pretends that she likes somebody who is not bothered by her. One thing Tasiki does not like is for somebody to not feel intimidated by her. She does not like it. It's a power trip. She doesn't have the control, and then she thinks that she has a real jealousy streak. Let's just say that. Like, y'all have to really watch getting these clips and really pay attention to what she does and just watch from her lives and stuff. Like, someone just recently pointed out over the blogs that basically, like, you know, she's up there calling Diamond a bitch, or that bitch, that goofy bitch called. I gave her ones while she in her life. I gave her ones because she called me out. But Kiva, I'm not gonna give Kiva anything. I'm stopping bags like TSA. That's what I'm doing. Copying Nicki lines. You're not Nicki Minaj. It's just giving like hater all around. Like, I be seeing the hating people. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not a hater. So I guess when people do little hating stuff, it's like odd to me. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's giving very hater vibes. Tasiki, also Tinka last season with Meatball, even though they tried to say it was Meatball and Tinka. Yeah, I talked about that in another video. Go view my video. Ain't that your friend? A razor once said. So at the end of the day, this episode was really, really crazy. They got to it. I'm ready to see more fights. I'm ready to see more appearances, honestly. The show seems like it's developing and spicing up a little more. Honestly, this season is coming a little harder because, honestly, they have fights every single episode. It's not a bunch of talking. It's not a bunch of little freaking fracking all day, or playing with my subscription money. They're doing a little thing. I will say that. Anyways, if you like my videos, like, share, and subscribe. All right, I'm out.